Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Zini and thank you so much for clicking on this video. As you guys saw in the title of the video, we will be reacting to another episode of Temptation Island, and we are on episode 5, you guys, and all I can say is the show has been elevated. Like, let me tell you, we've come a long way since episode 1, and there's a whole lot of drama going on. So without blabbing too much, let's just get into the video. Before I get any further, you guys, I would like you guys to please click on the subscribe button. Also give this video a like and share your comments down below on what you think or who's your faves so far. So yeah, that is all for now, and yeah, let's just get into the video. So you guys, I will be looking down at my laptop over here, so if I don't make eye contact, I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just making sure that I do mention and that I don't skip a whole lot of things. So here we go. So episode 5, if you didn't watch episode 4, or if you don't, or if you have not watched Temptation Island SA at all, you can go back to my previous videos and maybe just catch up, and then yeah, we can all be on the same page. I'll still be here. If you need me, I'll still be here. So yeah, let's just get into the video. So opening up with episode 5, we jump straight into the bonfire. Remember, you guys, on episode 4, I think it ended off with, I think in episode 4 only the girls did their bonfire, watching what their boyfriends were doing. So in this episode, we only see the gents in the bonfire watching what their girlfriends are doing. So it just dived right into episode 5, and they started watching what their partners were doing. They started off with MJ. Everybody was like, MJ is on edge. He is literally on edge, thinking that he was going to see something maybe something that he wouldn't approve of, or you would maybe see Tabby in the act, you know, doing something wrong, or what's the word, being unfaithful towards him in the relationship. And none of that happened. And let me tell you, he wasn't fazed by anything. He expected, because he did such a big mess in his previous bonfire, he thought Ntabi would probably retaliate, and that wasn't the case, you guys. That really wasn't the case. And the fact that she didn't do anything to retaliate or maybe do anything back towards him, he couldn't care less. He did not care. Let me tell you, even if she did do something, I don't know if he would have been bothered. The fact that she did not do anything, she didn't cheat, she was still on that tip of keeping everyone friend-zoned, and he was not even so proud of her or whatever. I don't know, you guys. He just seems over the relationship between himself and Ntabi. Moving on, you guys, we have Grant. And Grant, he said he was hurt by the previous bonfire, what Precious was, because we all know that Precious were like sharing now an emotional connection with somebody else. So in this bonfire, he said that no, his head is now stable. He gets the whole theme of Temptation Island, so he's not really trying to get his head wrapped around everything that he sees. He does know that it's just a small glimpse of what's happening. He doesn't know what happened before or after, so he's really trying to be realistic and open-minded about it. Do I agree? I don't know. He's being quite honest. I guess he's being quite honest, but I feel like he has long escaped the relationship. I feel like he's long gone. Even the whole thing of last week, he was so hurt, Can I tell you, last week's bonfire, he was like, yeah, okay, I'm hurt, whatever. But as soon as he got back to the villa, he ran straight to Nicole and asked her on a second date. So that doesn't really, I don't know, you guys, maybe that's just him retaliating or acting out of heartbreak. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like this man is heartbroken. He doesn't seem like he is hurt, or because you would think that maybe he would just want to recoup and process everything, and because he could see that he's losing Precious, but that didn't bother him. He was like, okay, I see you moving on, I see you catching feelings, let me continue cheating anyway. That's the vibe I was getting from Grant. So this time around, there wasn't really anything hurtful from Precious' side. There was nothing dramatic, honestly. With Sfiso, you guys, I don't know what's really going on. He has a lot of ladies interested in him, but when he checked or looked at the bonfire, not the bonfire, the video of Musa, his girlfriend, he was okay. There was nothing, and to be quite honest, you guys, we know that Musa is really just hopping with everyone, trying to figure out who is her person, and he feel like the fact that she goes on a date with 3 different guys, it means that she's not forming a connection with anybody. And as far as his journey, he's on the exact same page. He's also going on dates with different girls. However, there's a big difference with Musa. Musa has really not connected with anyone on that level. With him, he does have a connection with one particular girl or 2, I don't know, but he's just trying to suss out his options. But there is this one girl in particular that he feels like could stray him from his relationship, but so far he has not acted on it. So he feels like he's in a good space with Musa. Not a great space, but he feels like there was nothing troubling coming from her end watching the video. Moving on to Justin, guys. Ujasti Betuna and Sanawari. Like, this guy, I really want him to win. I really want him to find a good girlfriend. With Estelle, it's so hard, it's so difficult. And with this bonfire, Estelle, guys, I don't even remember seeing the clip. Maybe I did, maybe it was just like one of those things that happened. But in episode 4, I remember Estelle being walked by the gentleman in her villa, and I don't know if they kissed. Did they kiss? They kissed, you guys, and I was shocked. And that was the first official level of cheating of the show, because I feel like even the other, yes, there's touching, yes, there's flirting, hectic flirting, and but no one ever kissed another partner ever in the show up until Estelle, right? So Justin was hurt, you guys. He was so frustrated, and I was like, Justy, like, I really want him to find someone that is so faithful. And I'm glad that he actually saw that clip of Estelle, because I feel like Estelle is a flip-flopper, you guys. One moment she's, no, I can't with my boyfriend, no, I'm this and that, and the next moment she's like, no, I'm single, no, I'm just doing my thing, you should do his thing. You really don't know where her headspace is at most of the times. So I feel like this clip, even though it was so bad for Justin, because you could see that Estelle was like really into this new guy, and the whole kissing, being walked to the bedroom, it wasn't a good scene to watch for sure. And he was hurt. He said that that was like the final straw. He made it clear to her from the beginning that that would be the final straw if another guy kisses her or anything like that. So he's adamant that the relationship might be coming to an end. Moving on, you guys, we have dates. So everybody now gets back to the villa, and now everybody has to go choose a new date, and we're starting off with the ladies. So Musa goes, and picks out Setu. Now she has, I don't know if she's picked out this guy before. I don't know, I feel like she did and he didn't, I don't know, but somehow I don't know, apparently she didn't. But I remember he did go out on a date with someone and it didn't work out. Oh, he went out on a date with Nkabi and it didn't work out. So when I saw Musa picking out this guy, I was like, this could work. Like, I'm holding my fingers crossed that this could work. It is a relationship that I see potential. They have a lot of similarities. I think they're both closer, so it might work. And she was quite clear that, you know what, I've been trying guys out. I tried out Sbu, I tried out Kwanele, I tried out Banban, and it didn't work out. So I'm ready to give you a shot, and let's hope. I'm hoping for the best. I love that she's open. I love that the fact that something doesn't work, or immediately when she feels like not for me, she stops it right there. She doesn't lead you on. She doesn't do that sort of kind of thing. So kudos for Musa. She is really going through the experience and making sure that she gets exactly what she wants. And apparently that's exactly what her boyfriend was saying. Her boyfriend was saying that she won't stop until she finds what she wants, and she also won't settle for something that she doesn't find attractive or that's not for her. So yeah, that's the deal. Moving on, you guys. So Musa chose someone else. Now remember, you guys, she did go on a date with Kwanele and it didn't work out. So obviously I'm sure Kwanele was wondering if he was getting a second date, and to his surprise he did not. So he went out and he calls Musa aside. He's like, yo, like, even the way he starts the conversation, like, I still, yo guys, you know, it's nothing else. There's nothing else that bothers me. It's just like how, or the stuff that he communicates. And Musa did articulate that very well. She said that he comes off too strong. He comes off too strong, and then that's what pushed her away, and rather choosing someone else for a second date. So she did explain to him that, you know what, you are actually not my type, and I do feel like that you'll find someone for you in the future, but unfortunately I'm just not that person. And I feel like, guys, there's really nothing else. He just needs to relax. Like, you don't have to, on a first date or on a first encounter with a woman, and you tell her that your energy, your power, with power couple, it's too much. We're in 2021. Relax. You know, it sounds a bit too far-fetched. Number one, you don't know me. Number two, there's just so many things that, or stages that we need to go through to get to that level. Tell me about yourself. Ask me about myself. Don't stand there and tell me what you think, or, you know, it's, I don't know, I feel like it's just, that's the only downfall of Kwanele. Every and anything else, I feel like he's okay. He's a cool guy. He's caring, he's sweet, like Musa said, but it's just the communication. I feel like if he should just maybe reshuffle his steps as to how he approaches a woman, or how he maybe approaches a new relationship, you know. And shame, he really this break, or this breakup between him and Musa, where Musa told him that, you know what, actually you're not my type, and maybe you can find someone else. It really hurt the guy. Like, he was crying, he had a breakdown. I was like, you know what, it's not even a you thing, it's not even anything about you, it's just that small little dynamic that you need to maybe reshuffle, and, you know, and it's not something that can't be done. He can fix it. Maybe there's someone that would be interested in a guy like him, who doesn't mind someone coming off so strong, and maybe myself or even Musa just doesn't, you know, vibe with that kind of energy, and that is also okay. But he definitely, for sure, will find his person. For me, it's just that whole lingo, or that whole energy that it comes off with in the beginning of getting to know someone. That's my only downfall of Kwanele, and that is about it. So yes, you guys, that's really it for me about Kwanele. And shame, Musa and Kwanele, they did iron things out. She made it quite clear to him that she's not really interested in that way, and they can just like remain friends. So they hugged it out and everything was cool afterwards. Moving on, you guys, we have Precious. So Precious goes back and she chooses Dane. Is it Dane or Dwayne? I think it's Dane. She chooses him again for a third date, right? And he accepts, because on the previous date she took someone else. But on that date, as we all know, she couldn't stop talking about Grant and Dane. She kept on comparing the two. And even though she was there with someone else, she kept on talking about Grant, who is her boyfriend she came in with, and Dane, who is one of the singles that's there to tempt her. So she kept on going back and forth about those two men, and here we see again she goes back and she asks Dane for a second date. Now, when they went on the date, you guys, things got a bit awkward and tense. So Dane is here, you guys. You can see that he's really into Precious that way. He's really trying to, you know, bring down those walls. And Precious, at first, she was opening up and then she stopped. Then she opened up again. But now it seemed like she really kind of stopped, because she's even telling him, not directly though, but she's hinting here and there that he should maybe try and pursue other girls as well. And he was taken aback by this, because he thought that his relationship with Precious is moving forward and in the direction that they, you know, at least making progress. And she shocked all of us. Come on, like honestly, I thought that she was really into Dane, and shame she's really maybe forming a connection, but clearly not. I don't know, she's kind of torn between the two. So he said to her straight out, you know what, maybe tell me how you feel about me. And she couldn't, you guys. Instead, Precious started talking about how she misses her family and she's not okay in this environment. And he was like, dude, I also miss my family, but I'm here, I like you, I'm trying to pursue you, I really feel a vibe between us. And Precious was, I don't know, she was just off. And he blatantly told her that, you know what, since you are blocking things, I think I'm also going to hold back a little bit. And she was shocked. She was like, really? She didn't, you could see that she didn't like that response. But truth be told, what does she expect him to do? I mean, if you're in that situation, someone tells you, go pursue other people. Oh no, I miss my family. You're not really being open, you know. One moment you're there, the next we're moving forward, the next we're taking 10 steps back. So he's also feeling a bit torn, the poor guy. But we all know that he really does like Precious. But Precious, I don't know, I thought we were on a roll here. I thought we were getting somewhere. I didn't expect this kind of conversation on this date. So yeah, literally when that date ended, it ended off with, we're not where we used to be. We've moved all the way right back to the beginning, basically. So it was kind of like a, oh, not again kind of moment. But yeah, so shame. I really feel bad for Dane, because he really likes Precious, and I feel like he's honest about his feelings. I don't feel like he has bad intentions or motives, you know, bad motives in how he wants to be a boyfriend to Precious. I feel like he's just genuine. At least that's what I can pick up. Moving forward, we have Estelle, and Estelle's new date. I was quite surprised. Like, who else was surprised? Like, I didn't see this coming. And she's there, she's having quite a blast with this guy. I think it's Les. I don't know if his name is Les, but anyway, she's there with him and she seems quite happy, and she's like, would you go on a date with me? Very quite flirtatious. I thought she was into the other dude. I thought the one that walked her to her bedroom twice, I thought that's her guy that she's going to try to... I really thought the connection there was stronger. Apparently they had a connection, but I didn't pick it up. I didn't see no sign. And they communicated this on their conversation that yes, we do have, but it's a good thing that we're going on a date. So she asked him on a date and they went on the date. And yeah, for me, guys, I'm not going to lie, I do feel a bit weird about this guy. I feel like his intentions are not there, especially for Estelle, because he mentioned on that date that he just wants her to open up so he can destroy the guy. I mean, so that he can destroy Justin. I mean, to destroy Estelle's boyfriend. What? So there already is a clear sign that his intentions are bad. He's not there to, you know, pursue a romantic relationship. He's just there to destroy them and rip them apart. So even if she ends up with him in the end, God forbid, we don't even know if it's going to be genuine, because for him it's all about trying to mess up their relationship break everything that they have with her boyfriend. And that was about, for me, that was like, okay, you know what, your intentions are wrong. Even if we had a vibe, even if we had a connection, at least can your first priority not be destroying my relationship? Do you know what I mean? So for me, the motive is bad. I really hope things don't get far with this guy, because yeah, big question mark there for me. Big question mark. Moving on, you guys, Justin went on his date and he chose someone else. He chose a different person, and you can literally see the change in Justin's energy after that bonfire where he saw Estelle kissing that other guy and being quite flirty. He changed, his whole aura changed. The guy seems open, he's having conversation, like he really is starting to break down those walls that we all saw in the first 2 episodes. And I'm happy for him. All I want is for Justin to have a good girlfriend. And honestly, I thought this would be the one, but she did mention that them going out of the house and going on a date, there was really no difference as to just having a conversation with Justin back in the villa. So I was like, oh no, I really hoped for like a romantic spark, and shame no one said it. Justin didn't mention it, she didn't mention it either. So I'm hopeful for these two. I know there's nothing there, but yeah, I just want Justin to be happy at this point. Moving on, you guys, we have Miss Nicole Coco that grilled. I mean, you guys, she took Grant. You know, guys, let's just start at the beginning. So Grant fell in love with Coco from the onset. Can we just agree with that, right? He fell in love with this lady from the onset. First date, second date, and he again now on the third date, you know, chose her to go out with her again. However, she now noticed, and this is the first time that we hear Coco actually expressing her feelings, because all this time it's always just been Grant. Oh, I like you. I think we could like work out in the outside world. I think this, that. It has always just been one-sided. Yes, she's cute. She always laughs. She always giggles. She always blushes, but she never really says or agrees or, you know, with what he's saying. At this third date, Nicole literally flipped the script, you guys. I didn't expect that. And I was surprised. I was like, actually, yes. Like, yes, do that. You know, ask him out, bring him to book, because honestly, because number one, she was like, you don't even come. It's like you knew your relationship was done coming to Temptation Island. Did we not see all of this? Did we not see this from episode 1? I mean, I remember I did the reaction episode 1 and I said, you know what, Precious, should just move on. This man, he's already in another relationship. He's already in love. He's done. He doesn't even think about their relationship. And she was like, you know what? Every time you go to a bonfire, you don't seem hurt. You don't mourn your relationship. You just seem happy, like to move on and get along and da 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 da. And for her, she's like, I feel sorry for Precious. And she can see herself in Precious's shoes one day, I guess, because I guess she can empathize with Precious. That's why she brought that question to book. And I think Grant did not expect this change of energy in Nicole. Another thing, you guys, is that Grant had a conversation with this other lady. What's her name? I forgot her name. I think it's Eve. I'm not too sure. We all saw that, I think it was episode 3 or 4, where he's like, yes, you guys must tempt me, da 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 da, like really enjoying the attention of the other ladies. So obviously now when it was their chance to get a date, he ditched them. So she brought to his attention that, but why are you leading Eve on and now you're making it seem as if she's the one chasing you, da 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 da. So she really just got into that deep conversation, and I was like, you know what, good for you. Like, he needs to know that you see him, you actually see what he's doing, and you're not really like fallen in love, or you so blind to whatever else he's doing. So I was like, good for you, Nicole. And you could see Grant did not expect that, so he didn't really respond as much. But I would like to see his reactions or his behavior from this point forward, moving on with his relationship with Nicole. I did see a bit of drama coming in episode 6, but we'll have to wait and see up until next Thursday. So yeah, he chooses her again for the 3rd date, and yeah, she blushes, she's happy. Kanti, on this 3rd date, Nicole would show this guy flames. Moving on, you guys, we have MJ. MJ and Bontle. Guys, let me tell you, MJ is so in love with Bontle, and I don't feel like Bontle feels the same way about him. She's made it clear. She kept on, because number one, let's start at the beginning. He kept on, he went after the bonfire, he goes back and he asks Bontle to go on a date. And she's like, yeah, sure. This is their 3rd date together. One girl consistently for the 3rd time. Are we surprised? No, absolutely not. But anyway, let's just talk about it. So they go on a date, and she tries to like explain to him like what her life is like outside of the villa. And she made it clear that we're not living here together. Maybe we can try things out on a more serious note once we're outside, because number one, I know that you're in a relationship, and as far as that is concerned, it doesn't sit well with me, because I want to be the only girl. I want attention to myself. I want to know that you're mine and mine only, you know. So it was that kind of thing with Bontle. So I don't think she's in it for his like, I don't think they're on the same page. But I do feel like she likes him. I do feel like she's vibing him. But he seems like he is over the moon. It seems like he is in love with her. So guys, just to go back one more time to Grant. So Grant goes and he sits down with Eve. Eve is the one that he sort of led on, that I just mentioned now. He's the one, he led on Eve. Literally, I remember this scene. They were in a jacuzzi and he was like giggling, like telling her we're going on a date, da, 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 da. I think he even told this to the other house members, the other housemates, that on the next date he's taking Eve. Next thing, he doesn't choose her. He goes back to Nicole. The irritation level must be here. Like, I would be so annoyed. I would be so irritated. Number one, I brought all my hot outfits to go on dates. The next thing, these guys are not giving me a chance. And then this guy, he's leading me on. He's not being truthful. So they have a deep conversation. And she was like, you are contradicting yourself time and time and again. And I'm not here for it. But you know what? Do you? I'm okay with it. Like, I'm good. I guess he also didn't expect that. But she was giving him evil eyes, you guys. Like, she was hurtful, literally. She could not have been even more annoyed with Grant as she was in that conversation. So in ending, you guys, in the last scene, they show us another moment of MJ and Bontle, and let me tell you, these two, they're having a full-on relationship, and they dropped the L word, you guys, on each other. They said I love you to each other. I was like, oh my god, this is not happening. This is not happening. I don't believe this. I don't believe that they're in love with each other. Maybe MJ's in love with her, but I don't think Bontle's in love with him. Number one reason for me is the fact that she said, Ndathanda sweetheart. Sweetheart? Sweetheart is like saying, I love you, my friend. I love you, Chomi. I love you, Ndase. I love you, whatever. If you sweetheart someone, yo, hi guys, no shade, but sweetheart in my vocab is like friend. My Chomi, my friend, you know? So, and he was like, I love you. I'm like, oh God, look at this idiot. This man. I couldn't. And maybe they were genuine, maybe that's just her pet names she calls her boyfriends, but it just didn't sound genuine for me when she said that. It didn't sound like Tanda, sweetheart. Sweetheart? No. Oh, sweetie. Ah! Guys, I cannot with sweetie and sweetheart. It's like calling me your friend. And it's like calling me your bra, you know. It's like calling me your chommy, your choms. Like, it's friend zone for me. It's not genuine. Unless you say my love or babe or baby or whatever it is. But sweetheart and sweetie, that didn't convince me that she is totally in love with this guy. But he said it, and it's like he fell for it, and he thinks that they're both in love, and it's clearly one-sided. And let me tell you, it's heavy on MJ's side. It's extremely heavy, and that's really how the episode ended. Guys, the only person I felt bad for is Ntabi. Ntabi is on Earth, planet Earth, and MJ is on planet Mars. Ntabi is there in the ladies' villa, and she is friend zoning the whole nation. Like, she is there. I have a boyfriend. No, but you guys know I have a... Like, no one must literally speak ill of MJ. Nobody. She will defend MJ. And I'm like, look at this poor girl. Like, can someone advise her quickly? Like, I cannot wait for the next bonfire so that she can get it together and accept the fact that her relationship with MJ is over. Oh my God. So that she can move on, even if it's not romantically with the guys in the villa, but for her, you know, for her sanity, at least explore those options or explore those feelings if she has any for anybody. But even if she doesn't, oh my God, can she just stop with the whole thing of I have a boyfriend, he's in a relationship, you're not in, but he's not in a relationship with you, Ntabi. That's the sad part. And I just hope and pray, because I mean, she saw the previous bonfire and she's still on that tip of I'm in a relationship, I'm faithful, like, just stop it. Like, you know, I feel bad for her. I really do. And I really just wish that she can mentally end the relationship and enjoy her experience, you know, and not be so defensive about MJ. Anyone talks about MJ, she gets upset, or their relationship. Like, you can see, you guys, when she loves hard. She really, like, if they have to leave the villa today, she would totally forgive MJ, even though we saw how he was behaving in the previous episode. You know, for me, that would be a deal breaker. And, you know, because remember, he was literally rubbing his private parts, like rubbing onto other girls, like, you know. So she would forgive that, and for me, that's a deal breaker. And I feel like she's really struggling to get out of that funk, and she needs to get out. Like, she needs to get out. There needs to be an assignment for Ntabi, you guys. Like, I don't see her forgiving MJ, and I hope with the next episode she will really just say, you know what, he said I love you to someone else, I'm done, it's over, next chapter. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video, you guys, and please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe. And you can also follow me on Instagram, I guess. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'm a little bit, not all the time, but I try to keep active on that platform. So comment down below, what do you guys think? What annoyed you the most with episode 5? I think you guys know what annoyed me the most, but I'd like to hear from you guys. So yes, comment down below, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.